Good evening, everyone. Yes, it's that time again. It's 6 o'clock, which means we're launching a brand new one-day special, and the celebrations continue. The 42nd birthday of Studio Light, of course. Not only are we celebrating birthdays, not only are we celebrating fantastic one-day specials and collections, we're celebrating the fact that Julia Watts is here as well.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, Julia, that was a really good introduction, and that's all I got. Hiya, everybody. It's so calm and collected. Yay! It's a birthday. It's a birthday. That means we've got a free gift. We've got a free gift. Do you know, we've got so much on this show. I've had to stand on a box because there's so much here. Now, the free gift, it could be a lucky, well, it is a lucky dip. So you're going to get one of these. It's going to be one. It's not going to be both of them. You may get this particular one, or you may get this particular one, worth £12.99. They're absolutely beautiful as well. Fantastic, aren't they? Gorgeous. In fact, I'm even going to turn those around so you can see the back. There you are, that's what you're getting there. Now, let's have a look at what we've got here. The one-day special itself, we've got the details on the screen, but we do also have a complete collection. So do bear with us. If you're liking everything that we've got here, oh, it just gets better and better. Wait until you see the demos. Let's have a look at the one-day special itself, because we have got, of course, the nested tags die set collection here. The florals and the tags, the 38 dies in total. So different amounts, I presume, in each set here then, Julia, is there? We've got some very ornate pieces in there.
Yeah, so you've got your mats and your layers. You can actually make proper card blanks, and I'll show you how to do that. You've got... you can see that very intricate die there. I tend to use it horizontally.
Yeah.
But you can paper piece that in if you want to, if you've got a little bit of patience. Then you've got this one here, which can be used any time of year. You've got happy birthday dies for you and love. I've lost my love, unfortunately. Then you've got a little pocket, and you've got your stars, and you've got your mats and layers with that one as well. And then you've got a very, very intricate trellis work die there. Again, that's got mats and layers with it, but you can cut it into the card if you want to, just like the first one. Then this one is a journal page. This will fit into the Studio Light journals.
Oh, lovely.
You've got your reinforcers in there. You've got a little pocket in there. You've got a torn edge to it, but then you've got an extra little sort of tag that you can actually add to the page with the little holes in it. So all in all, it's a very useful set for any time of the year. I mean, we're going to be most of the time concentrating on Christmas makes because it goes with the papers that we've got on the show, but you can see from all of those are everyday, any time of year.
You'd look at that and you wouldn't see Christmas at all.
Absolutely, it's all to do with whatever papers you use with it.
Perfect. So that's your one-day special. Now, it does say on the screen there you've got an £11 saving. You have. But it's a little bit better than that, really, because if you're going for the individuals, each one carries a £5 saving. So already there, with the individuals, if that's £5 each, there's 4 of them. So that, if my maths is correct, that's £20. Then the £11 on top, so that's £31 saving in total. And, of course, we've got a flexi for you as well. Now, I did mention a complete collection. So the savings I'm just mentioning will also carry forward onto the complete collection. So this is why it's important to break it all down so you can see exactly what we've got. £22.48 will get you the one-day special, and the item number is 976057. Don't forget, you will get that free gift as well, which is worth £12.99. Now let's have a look at some more dies. We've got the classic dies now. Now these are nice because you've got 4 different sets with different tops, different ornate tops there.
Yes, so these are your nested tag dies. So as you correctly said, you've got 4 different tops. Each die set has an outer tag, and then it's got the die that will cut your paper layer, or whether you're using decorative papers or a coordinating card. So that's your mats and layers sorted out, and obviously you're going to go down to a really tiny size in there. Each set's got 2 sizes of reinforcers in there. 2 individual dies. These aren't wrap-around reinforcers like you saw with the journal page. These are just individual reinforcers. So there's obviously the smaller ones are going to work with the smaller sizes, and the larger one with the larger size. And I like the fact that you're going to get them in each individual one. So obviously if you're buying just one of the die sets, you're covered. But it does mean if you're buying all of them, and if you accidentally lose one, you still can use them.
Still, haven't you?
And they will coordinate with the next item that we've got coming up as well.
Lovely. Do you know, straight away I'm looking at all of those, and because you've got a really large tag in each of those, if you just use them, fold one side over you and put them together with a ring, you've got an instant little album or pocket album,
you can make albums, you can make shaped card blanks, whether you go vertical or horizontal, you can make them both ways, you can make your tag books, you can do all sorts of things with them. Very,
Lovely.
very, very useful. They're going to be a go-to, really.
Definitely. Oh, I can see that.
I mean, even if you just use them for your gifts, you know, but you can make albums with them as well. You can do all sorts of things.
Perfect. Well, it's the same thing as well, though. We've got an £11 saving, but individually, each one of those sets carries £5 as a saving. So you can carry those over. So essentially, what you're looking at there is a £31 saving again. 2 payments of £22.48. If you're using Flexi, that is going to get you 64 dies in total. 610961 is the item number. And the free gift, don't forget. Now, we've got some regular shapes for you now. Always very useful. 30 dies. Now there's a £6 saving here, so we're looking at £16.99 as the price point, 346927. Do you know, we've got a free gift with everything, haven't we? It doesn't necessarily mean it's the one-day special or the big collection.
No,
anything that you buy, one per customer.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at the price there, £16.99. You're getting 30 dies, but you're getting a free die worth £12.99 as well. So if you think of it
That's
in
not,
that way, you're paying very little, aren't you?
That's not for both of the. That's only for one set, isn't it?
One
you don't
set.
Yeah. So, but I mean, these again are your go-to dies. You've got a mixture of finishes here. You've got stitching. You've got around the circle. There's an ornate one. You've got piercing. You've got just the straight dies. You can see you've got a cross stitch on the square on the outside there. On the circle, look, you've got that, and it's nice to have them. Alternate, and some of them will be that you'll cut the aperture out and it'll be the aperture that has the decoration on the outside rather than the die cut itself.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which is interesting, yeah, so that's great if you're doing frames.
Lovely.
So they're very, very usable. This one and the next set, very, very usable. And as you say, yeah, you get the free gift with each purchase.
Well, if you want the regular shapes, 346927. If you are going for that particular set, we will look at the ornate ones as well now. So another lovely set, lots of dies here. I'm intrigued by one of those, Julia. I don't know. Do you know, how would you describe the one with the diamond in the centre? Is there a particular name for that one?
Well, it's a diamond, but it's got it's got a rectangle around it that's got cut off corners, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's got that lovely kind of almost like a web design in it on the outside. So that's a really cool one to have.
That's a great one to paper piece as well, I think.
Yeah, you could do that, yeah. So, and then obviously you've got your rectangles again with the mix of the straight and the stitched, and the same with the ovals. You've got your straight and your stitched, and you've also got some scallop edge as well with your ovals. And then you've got that other shape, which is like a label shape, which again has got straight and stitched details. And all of them, all these and the previous one would be a go-to for me. They're such useful dies to have. And to get them all on a set like that, I mean, quite often you'll pay $16.99 for one of those nested shapes sets, and you're getting four.
You would, for sure.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it is like 4 sets in one, at least.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, goodness me. The prices here are crazy, aren't they? 530076 if you're going for that particular option as well. Now, we've got more because, of course, we've got the tag blocks. Now, these caught my eye, Julia, because straight away you can see you've got the white card, you've got the craft, you've got the black, and you've got the 4 different options with those shapes as well.
Yeah. So the ends of these, or the points of these tags, all coordinate with the shapes of the tag dies that we've got on the show, which are just above them on the shot. And you can see that you've got the names, urban tag, oriental tag and whatever. So you've got lots and lots of tags in there. You've got 20 of each colour, and they are double-sided. You know, like with craft card, quite often there's one side that's, you know, craft and the other one's slightly different, duller.
I think these, again, you're going to want to keep these out on your desk. I think these are going to be those items that you're grabbing for all of the time for many reasons. Again, your albums, your cards, regular gift tags, they are beautiful. If you're going for the dies as well, they will match in shape. Only $9.99. So you have got, of course, the classic, you've got the oriental, you've got the urban and the global tag to choose from. 402889. There's nothing to stop you going for more than one. You will get a free gift, but it's one per customer, remember. Yeah, we're spoiling you, I think, again tonight, aren't we, with this celebration? We certainly are. Now, there's something else that we must mention, the die-cut blocks. Now, it's a choice of 4, and I did ask you, Julia, earlier on, because I know with Studio Light, we've seen the die-cut blocks before, but I don't think I've ever seen A4 ones.
No, normally they're A5. I think this is the first time, it's the first time I've seen them with A4s. And you can see we've got the front covers there. So you've got 2 that are more kind of whimsical, a bit more of your Nordic style. So you've got that one with the animals, and there's lots and lots of Christmas trees in that, and I will go through them when we come to me on the overhead. And then you've got we're working down, okay. Then we've also got 2 that are more of a classic Christmas. Yeah. So you've got your Christmas memories here. So you've got your stags and your squirrels and, you know, traditional things that you'd expect. You've got wreaths in there and bells and all sorts. Then you've got your Winter Wonderland, which for me, that one's my favourite. I like the blues and the greens and the browns tones that are in there. But again, you've got wildlife in there, the polar bear, there's a little deer, the penguins are just so cute. And then the other kind of Nordic one is your Cosy Christmas that's got the gnomes in them and the camper van and the sleigh and stuff. There. Yeah, they are so easy, and they just pop out. They're just attached to the paper with a little pip that you can just easily trim off if you want to. But they make...
These are beautiful.
Then they work really well with all of the dies that we've got on the show, and with the tag blocks as well, because you can make your tags, you can make your cards, you can do your albums, you can do everything with these. You've got pattern papers in there as well as the die-cut blocks. So the die-cut blocks aren't... the images aren't the main part. You've got lots of background paper, so you can do scrapbooking if you want to.
Amazing.
You can also do, you've got tags in there, you've got loads of stuff in there. It's just absolutely chock-a-block. If you just bought a couple of those, you wouldn't need to buy anything else really for Christmas, because
I don't
it's
think
there.
So. Yeah, I'm with you there. Absolutely fantastic. Do you know, unless, of course, well, that's for your papers, but we've got more to come, because we did promise you another deal, didn't we? Let me just give you the details there. Just £9.99 each for those blocks if you want to go for them individually. Of course, you can still go for more than one option. Now, the savings that we've mentioned, if we add those up together and carry them over, we can offer you this big collection here, and on top of that there's a further £30 saving. But wait for it, a Freedom member is going to get an even bigger saving of £49.68. Now we can split the cost 3 ways, so today all you need to pay is £59.03, and it gets even better, because you're actually getting more than you can see here. So we've gone through all of the dies. That's the one-day special. We've got the tag dies in there. We've got the paper pads, die cut blocks. We've also, of course, got more, as we said, and we will see those on the images in a second, because we've got the tag blocks are included, of course, as well. You don't even have to choose the shapes, do you? There you've got the regular dies, the beautiful shapes. Oh, those die blocks are wonderful, aren't they? And you get these as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Slimline paper pads on top of everything else that you can see here in front of me. They're all included. Take advantage of that FlexiBuy. 258996 is the item number. Must just mention dispatch from date, which is the 20th of October. And just a very quick reminder before we get to Julia, you will get a free gift worth £12.99. It will be either one of these, which is absolutely fantastic. Anything you're buying on the show actually will carry the free gift while we've got the stocks. Whew, so much there. 258996 is the item number. What a collection. Goodness me. We are spoilt, aren't we, Julia?
We are. Should we have a look at these DIY blocks?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. So we on the overhead? We are. Okay, so this is the Happy Christmas one, I think. Doesn't matter, because you're going to get them all anyway. So this is the one with all the animals. Now bear in mind that I've actually used some of these. So we've got all your kind of animals, loads of presents. This is one of the tree ones. You get 2 sheets of each type, and you can just, when you pop them out, if you just start at the top, and I tend to push back quite easily like that, and then they come out. That's as easy as that. Okay. So we've got a couple, we've got houses, lots of stars. There's lots and lots and lots of images here. I think it's great for children to make their own Christmas projects in here. Oh, paper in there.
What's that you've got there?
It's a bit
Is
of
that
paper.
secret?
No, it's just a bit of paper. That I was trying to tidy them up. So here you've got, this is one of the tag pages. That's a full one. So here you've got some banners. So this is great for you to do your die cut messages or your stamp messages that you want to do. And you've lots and lots of shapes and more tags here as well. So you can use those as embellishments or actually try to do your messages on. Then you've got two pages of like toppers, or they could be other labels if you wanted to, other, you know, gift labels. You can easily just punch a hole in or use your tag die to punch a hole. And so you've got two pages of that. And then we come to the papers. So each paper has a pattern or a scene, and it has a coordinated colour on the back, so that you know that if you want to do your mats and layers, you're going to coordinate beautifully between the two.
Really handy, isn't it?
It does show quite light on the screen, that one.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's pretty. And then this one has got sort of a coral colour on the back, is again picked out with what's on the houses. That's going to coordinate beautifully. That one's quite pretty as well.
You've almost got a salmon sort of tone, haven't you?
Yeah,
so very gentle green as well. They
very
work
gentle
very well
green.
together.
They really, really do.
The holly's nice.
Yeah. So just flicking through. I know it's difficult, isn't it? Because it's A4. And then we've got the characters. So you know the characters are the same as the ones in the die cut block. So everything's going to coordinate beautifully. Think about your tags as well as your cards. I love this one. This would go really nice on one of the tag cards. So if we just brought in a tag here, this would be a mat and layer. You can see that that's going to fit nicely on the biggest layer, not the actual tag bit, but the layer bit. That's going to fit nicely.
And the fact that you've got two of each sheet as well, you could decoupage up that little deer in front.
Yeah, but on this back of this one, you've got like a wood grain effect.
Oh, nice.
And that's on another paper as well. Might not be in this block, it might be in the other block. Again, more presents. These are just all my little bits that I've got left over because I don't throw any away. Because remember, you've got your reinforcers, so you can do your reinforcers and have those. So this is your winter something or other. I can't remember the names because you've got my front cover. So this is the one that's got animals on it, and it's greens and reds, and you've got like a bullfinch here, which we have more than the cardinal.
Yeah. Oh, that Christmas tree was nice. Oh, I do like this one, Julie. This is very traditional, but beautiful images.
I love that clock. There's a sample here by Karen, and she's used the clock just here. Nice. One of the backing papers, so you can see that you can really use them. They're really useful. Mulled wine is an interesting image to use. Lots of wreaths.
Oh, I like the
and
candy
these do pop
lollipop.
out. The lollipop. Look, these pop out. So you've got, rather than an empty centre, you've got the centre come out there, but we've got a berry that's come out of the centre here. So rather than have something that's not usable, you've got something that is usable. You know, it's not wasted space. That's a really useful one. But again, that's going to pop out, and the present's going to pop out separately. Okay.
Oh, yes, that is a lovely frame. I love the ice skates, Julie. In fact, you could have the ice skates hanging within that frame once you've popped out the presents.
Absolutely. Or the bells as well. The bells. Then you've also got, I don't know what I'm on today. Then you've also got some more of those banners that you can stamp into, and labels and all sorts of bits and pieces. Really useful. And don't forget that you've got your shapes that you've got in your dies. So remember these essential dies that you've got, so you can get your mat and layer going on around that. Yeah. And you've also got your circles here, so that's going to go around those as well. So just remember that everything coordinates beautifully.
It certainly does.
And then we go on to the papers in here. Oh no, we've got these tags as well. There's one missing from that one.
We are busy, Julie. 10% of the complete collection has already gone. Now, there's so much in there. Do you know, we can break this down a little bit. We've worked this out. If you think about all the savings on the individuals, with the savings on top that we're giving you for the big collection as well, it actually totals £93 worth of savings.
Wow.
Yeah, on top of that, as a Freedom member, £49.68 on top. Because you've got, I can't even remember, normally I can remember everything, but there's so much here. We've got savings on each of the dies. There's I know there's £5 on each of those. So we've got, within the taller dies, you know, the larger tag dies and the beautiful one-day specials, there's £5 on each of those. So that's £40 there, just on those dies. Yeah. So everything all total together, yeah, it's huge savings. No wonder we are so busy. I've got to mention, we have got the 4 Slimline paper pads as well, which are included. You will get them. We'll show you the pictures so you can see them. That'll be a nice surprise when you get them home and see all of those wonderful colours, and the fact that we've got this split down into 3 flexes for you as well. That means, of course, you can really spread the cost. If you did want anything else from the show, you can also split the cost if you're going for the collection with those 3 flexes. So things are available individually. You will get that free gift. It's 1 per customer. Just have to remind you of that. And yeah, it's worth £12.99. So, you know, we're throwing those bargains at you, aren't we? 258996 is the item number for the collection. Let's get back to Julia, though, and see more of these paper pads.
Yeah, so we continue to flick, because I think it's important for you to actually see them all. So this is the first paper that's in that same one. Now, remember that with your dies, you've got all your mats and layers. I mean, that's a beautiful paper to use anyway, but how would I use it? So this is one of the dies that's from the one-day special, so it's the journal page. And so you've got your outer, you've got your mat, and then you've got, this would be your paper layer. You could put your that on there like that.
Oh yeah, that works lovely.
And then you've got, you could have a photograph there if you want to do a journal page, or you can, you know, bring in a pocket, so you could bring in this die up here. And then cut it in a different colour because you've got the coordinated colour on the back, and we could just pop the word enjoy in there. So that could be something that you're perhaps doing, I don't know, but I mean, it's possible. This could be a tag die, whatever you want, but do remember that they all work absolutely beautifully with the paper pads. So obviously the back of this one is that lovely pale colour. And then we've got more of a patterned paper, and it's got the green on the back, a scene.
Oh, look at this.
Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So once again, if we go to our essentials, you don't have to use this decorative die if you don't want to. So we could just have a little scene that's cut out like that, and that can be the front of your card. All you need to do is pop on a sentiment, or one of the you know, the little circles, or whatever shape that's in the die cut block, and you're done. Absolutely beautiful. But you've got all this up here that you can use as well, and don't forget that you've got the back as
and
well.
even the top of the trees, although you lose them if you use that particular die, they're definitely usable within another project.
So on the other side, you've got that beautiful blue colour. So that's going to be.
I've got to say, I'm really taken with the colour palette.
They are absolutely. They're so usable.
Yeah.
So obviously, I would use that for my bottom layer, and then I'd use what was left on the back to do my other layer there, and you've got enough for your reinforcers and whatever you want to use. So I really like that one. Then we're back to more of a pattern here, but this is going to work as well. Don't think it won't, because this one's actually cut. So you could actually put that over the top there like that.
It's such a pretty die, isn't it, Julie?
Yeah, or you might want to go for a
one of those very
colour.
ornate finger plates that you find on doors.
Yeah. I mean, that one's been cut, look. But again, look at this one. So if I grab, I know I'm going off piece a little bit. Let's just grab this one.
No, it is. As you say, it's nice to see everything.
So this is, again, one of the dies from the one day special. So look, remember, just cut them out.
Yeah.
And they just look, they're just absolutely wonderful. But once you've used that, this is still usable. That's still beautiful on its own, isn't it? So
definitely.
It definitely works, and it's a great thing to do with your dies. You know, if you don't know what to do with your die cut block, just go through like that, and use the top as well.
Yeah, we always say about the 12 by 12s, cut them into 4. You've got your instant 6 by 6 toppers. Of course, if you cut an A4 into 4, you've got your A6. Well, A5 into 2 and A6 into 4.
Yeah.
You've got 4 toppers.
You have.
Without spoiling any of the detail in that particular page.
No. Because I mean, if you went to the top I mean, or you could do like 3 long ones like this, because you can definitely get 3, and that would work, and you'd have detail here. Now, this is Christmas, but to me, you've got roses in there. What a wonderful wedding card that would make, you know, with a little bit of design on that. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I had peach when I got married.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, my bridesmaids were peach. So that's that one. And then this one's got that wonderful clock in it. We've got the bullfinch up here. Again, you know, you bring in some of your designs. What have we got that we can put him on? Let's have a look. So if we went the other direction, let's go to a smaller tag. No, let's not go to a smaller tag, Julia. That's too small. Look.
Do you know, isn't it nice to see the bullfinch as well? I know we've got the robin in there somewhere or in one of the paper pads, but that bullfinch, the colours in it are glorious.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful, aren't they? And of course they all need feeding during the winter, so they're all around, aren't they? And we've got that beautiful green on the back of that one. This one's quite a busy background, but the colours are beautiful. You've got cardinal, you've got poinsettias, your mulled wine, a lamp, a little star, and they all coordinate with the pieces that are on the die-cut block. Your squirrel, again, he's great. He's absolutely wonderful, isn't he?
Are they orange slices I can see there?
Yeah, orange slices.
You see, the fact that you've got the roses in there again, I adore any florals, and I think when you mix it together with seasonal items like your fir and your not the acorns, what am I thinking? The cones, the pine cones. They always work so beautifully, don't they?
And this is beautiful, I mean, isn't it? I mean, again, this could be a non-Christmas project, I think. Winter birthdays maybe, or even weddings again. And that's got blue on the back, which is picked out in the berries here.
That's a pretty blue. It's
pretty blue. It's just powder blue, isn't it? Yeah. So that's just 2 of them. Do you want me to go through the other 2? So people know what they're getting.
Then maybe we'll have a look at those, if that's all right with you,
Julie. That's fine.
Because we are very busy. I just want to remind everybody of the one-day special as well, because we've got a couple of options for you. So looking at the top first of all, the dies that we've got here, those beautiful dies, and it was lovely to see with Julia there how she separated these, so you don't have to use the ornate elements if you don't want to. You've got the outer frames, you've got the tags. Well, to me, they're label shapes, aren't they? But you can use them horizontally or vertically. You've got the wording in there as well. You can make your little albums. The next set, as we get to the end there, you can see the torn edge. The journal page is absolutely beautiful. The reinforcers, they are the wraparound ones that you get in that particular set. All carrying an £11 saving if you're going for that particular option, 976057. And then we've also got the classic tag die set. So let's have a look at the details for this. Again, carrying that £11 saving. Yeah, we're busy on these as well. So you've got 4 different shapes there. They are absolutely stunning. The reinforcements, again, they are included. They're not the wraparound type, they're the individual ones, but you're going to use those for more than your reinforcements as well. So you've got the outer die, you've got the inner die if you want to layer these up, and you've got all those different sizes. So these are going to work from your smallest of projects up to your larger ones, making your albums. You could fold the edges over to make a pocket and create an album that way without even using any extra cardstock. Yeah, great value for money. 2 payments of £22.48, remember, on your flexi. Free gift included. Then we have the regular shapes. So we're looking at the first set. There we are. So it's like getting 6 sets of dies all in one there. And you've got those different edges, as Julia pointed out. You've got the stitching, you've got the cross effect stitching there as well. You've got the regular shapes. You've got, well, it just doesn't get better, does it? You've got everything you would need there. These definitely are go-to dies. £16.99 for the whole set. Remember all these savings as well, because they will all carry over to that big collection. There's £6 just on that one set, 346927. Then we have the Ornate Set for you. So like this again, 4 full sets of dies you're really getting there, and you would, as Julia said, expect to pay at least, I would say, £16.99 per set of dies for that amount of metal. And the fact that you're getting the free gift at £12.99 thrown in as well, it just makes it seem such good value. Another £6 saving there, 530076. Something that I know you're absolutely loving are the tag blocks. 4 different options, nothing to stop you going for more than one. In each one you will get 60 tags, there's 20 of each colour, so you've got your white, your craft and also your black. Beautiful shapes. I was going to ask Julie what was her favourite shape, but I don't think you can choose. I think it's one of those that changes every time you do a different project. Only £9.99. 402-889. Yeah, the same amount in each, 60, so that's 20 of each colour. Lovely shapes there to work with. And of course, they will correspond with the dies as well. And then the die cut blocks that Julia was showing us. Now, these have been very, very busy. I think lots of you are going for multiples. Nothing to stop you doing that. If you're not going for the big collection, you have got the choice of all 4 currently. So let's have a look at the details here. Happy Christmas is the first one. That nice contemporary feel to this one, isn't there? They're very cute characters, a little bit whimsical, nice shapes to work with. They're all die cut. You've got the backing sheets as well. You've got labels and tags. The Christmas Memories. I think this is the one, Julia, you didn't remember the name, but it's the one we did have a look at.
Yeah.
So the bullfinch in there, the glorious animals, the ice skates, the wreaths, there's so much packed into that one. And then we've got 2 more to choose from. So we've got Winter Wonderland. Julie did say she thinks this one's her favourite. We've not seen it properly yet, so we'll look out for that. Oh, look at the little fox asleep at the bottom there. Oh, how sweet. Very nice indeed. And then, of course, we've got one more, and I know this is going to be a popular one because of the gnomes. They always are, aren't they? The Cozy Christmas, all for just £9.99. There's a £3 saving per option there. So if you're going for more than one, you'll save each time you choose. 195832 is the item number. Now, you've probably lost count of all the savings there because there's so many. But if you do want to add those up and you carry them over and you're going for the full collection, on top of all the savings, if you're a non-Freedom member, we're going to give you another £30 saving. If you are a Freedom member, look at this, £49.68 on top of those savings already made. It is actually, for Freedom members, over £100 worth of savings. And we're splitting it 3 ways for you as well. So today you only need to pay the first instalment, which is £59.03. Item number you need is 258996. Don't forget, you do get the slim paper pads as well, part of that collection. We'll just show you the picture there so we don't forget about those. There are 4, they're all different as well. They are included in that bundle, in that full collection. There we are. We are very busy. But
Good.
we do want to see more. We want Julie to show us those other pads, don't we?
Yeah, we've got 2 more pads to show you, and then I might get to a demo. But I think it's important for you to see what it is that you're getting in these blocks, because they are just absolutely wonderful. So this is your Winter Wonderland. This is my favourite because of the blues, I think, in it as well. So you've got the little animals, and they're kind of a watercolour effect animal that you've got in there. I mean, look at this little one here. The owl knitting her Nordic sock with the little kind of wreath crown, berry crown on her head. Madness. But again, you've got here, like with the fox, this one, he's going to pop out of your wreath. So you're going to get your wreath and your fox out of that. So nothing is wasted. So lots of little animals, berries and stuff. Again, you're going to get 2 of each, like with the others.
I love the little birds on those pages, Julie.
Yeah, they've got the little robins on this one. That one, let's show you the one that hasn't been hacked about. These trees, Liz has used these trees on her sample that's on the front. You've got a small polar bear here. He reminds me of the one that's been on that very well-known TV series.
Yes, I know the one.
Yeah, the one with the armour on. The deer, the doe and the fawn here. Again, you've got wreath elements, lovely colourways.
There's the owl again.
Yeah, there's the owl again,
Look
a bigger
at the penguins
owl.
with the bunting.
I know, that's just so... Be very careful, though, when you do pop this one out, because that line is very delicate, so just pay a little bit more care when you do pop that one out. You've got the little penguin in a snow globe, you know, and there's different sizes of the images, which I really like. This here, you know, from our house to yours at Christmas, that kind of thing. Bigger penguins, the polar bear in a snow globe, little foxes. Obviously, I've used that one again. You've got the banners. Some of these banners do have... I haven't got a complete page, look. Oh, no, naughty. Some of them have got messages on there. On the 2 that we saw earlier, they haven't got messages. But on the ones that are empty, of course, you can add in. And, of course, you've got a couple of tags here again. They're going to coordinate with your straight-topped tags. Then, again, you've got your kind of toppers here with all of the characters that you've got in there. Instant cards, really easy to do.
This is such a good balance between traditional, a little bit of humour, a little bit of whimsical without being sickly sweet.
Yeah, I just love this. Look at this. Look at the colours in this. You've got snowflakes that are, there's layers to this paper. Absolutely beautiful papers. And that's more of an Air Force blue that's on the back of that one.
Pretty.
Very pretty. Then you've got one of your repeating patterns here with the green on the back. Look at that. That as a page, just beautiful. But of course, if you don't want to use the whole page, you don't have to. We can definitely bring our polar bear out and add him to the front of one of these tags.
You know, that's ideal. If you cut out along the hillside and round the outline of the polar bear and then move it up the page on foam pads. So you've more or less recreating what you're seeing, but you're giving that decoupage feel. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you could do that. But I mean, look, you could just pick out that top section there, and don't forget
nice,
you can make shaped cards as well.
Oh,
Don't
this is
forget
making me
about
feel
that.
really Christmassy, Julia.
I
Really
know.
Christmassy.
I must admit, when I got these, I thought, oh, not Christmas again. But they are absolutely beautiful. I do absolutely love them. I would go to these. You can make quick, non-messy cards. If you're not into your inks, you don't want to faff around with stamps, you've just got your dies and your die cut block. If you don't want to use dies, you don't have to. Just use your trimmer. Look at that.
Just stunning. That's another one you could cut into 4 very easily, or into 2 again, use your tag
or
dies.
add your border. Look at the border there. Absolutely beautiful.
And of course you can still emboss over the papers and use your inks as well.
Yeah, you can still stamp, you know, the ink pads, the chalk ink pads, I think we've still got a few left.
That green on the back of those, Julia, that's nice.
Yes, that's the rich green, isn't it? So, yeah, that'll work. Look at this one. Now, this is more of a blank one. So this is a blank page for you to add all of your die cuts to if you want to. But again, you've got those layers in there. You've got the browns and the blues and greys. Absolutely beautiful. Then you've got this beautiful salmon-y kind of colour on the back.
Oh, I think this is my favourite one so far.
It's absolutely beautiful. This is similar to the first one that we saw. You've got your baby deers on this one, and you've got like a fawny colour on the back. This is beautiful too. Look at the watercolour effect that you've got here, and the depth with the hills behind. Absolutely. It's a bit like some of the scrapbooking papers that we've had on from Studio Light in the past that I've done with them, but on a smaller scale. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful.
That is lovely.
And you've got that beautiful Air Force blue on the back. Definitely my favourite. I would be multi-buying this one because I love this one.
Well,
I love
you can do that one. Now, on its own, we've already lost a quarter of the stock actually for that particular paper pad. So if you do want to multi-buy, you've still got the opportunity. You'll still get a free gift, remember, regardless of what you're buying. £9.99, that's all it is for one of those. I'm going to call it a humongous paper.
They are.
One,
I don't know how many pages there are in it, but it feels like there's a lot.
We've got, oh, now then, they are all A4. Let me just see, because I've got one of these here. We've got 6 times 2 embellishments, so it's 6. 12. What does that mean?
It means there's
2 different designs, so there's 6.
No, there's 6 different designs, 2 pages of each.
Right, got you. 10 double-sided paper patterns. It doesn't actually give you the full amount on here because it's telling you 170 GSM for your cardstock, all A4. Yeah, you're getting an awful lot for your money. In fact, when you were going through that, Julia, I almost forgot that we started with the die-cut elements at the front because it just seemed that there was so much and it kept giving and giving and giving.
It does.
It was as though you'd gone through multiple blocks.
I know. It's taken me forever, but I do think it's important for you to see what you're getting. So we'll just do this last one, which is our Cosy Christmas. This is the one with the gnomes, because we have to say gnomes like that, don't we? Gnomes. Obviously, we've got a couple of missing here, so that pretend there's a present there and there's a gnome there. I can't remember what there is down there, but that's one of the pages. This one here has obviously got things missing as well, but you've got the good old truck with his Christmas tree, loads of... See, the design is very different. If I just pull in this one again, this is your Happy Christmas. Now, the trees are totally different on here, in style
Oh, they
to
are, aren't
those.
they?
Very, very different, because you know, you might have forgotten already what the first ones were like. But it's a slightly different, it's more of a brighter colourway, bright reds, bright greens. You've got a pillow here with Merry Xmas on it. Again, you've got the gingerbread men, you've got the sleigh, got some more gnomes. Again, you have different sizes of gnomes in here. There's a little character here. I'm not sure what. Yeah, probably a raccoon. Berries, lots of poinsettias.
It doesn't matter if you
mistletoe.
forget what you've got here. You're going for the collection because you are getting all four.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
are.
going to be a nice surprise when
and
you get them home.
don't forget, there's all these little areas here that you've poked your die cuts out of. Your little reinforcer rings are going to fit
that's a good
in
idea.
all of those as well. And once again, you've got your banners and you've got tags. Here we go, it's a full page, steady on girl. Full page here, so you can stamp on there or add extra die cut blocks. Don't forget, you've got your dies from your die cut collection. So that's a happy, and you could stamp Christmas down there as well. So you could cut the happy out and put a different colour card behind, and that would show through, which I'll show the dies later on. Anyway, then we've got your tags as well. Again, 2 pages of these. Again, these are, you know, your toppers, and then we come to the papers. So obviously the smaller images are going to be in the repeating pattern, and you've got that lovely red with that. Then we've got the Mr. and Mrs. Gnome here. Again, these are going to fit on your, I keep on going for this particular one. They're not going to fit on that one actually. They will fit on that one probably. Like that. See,
Julia, just so you are aware of time, we've got about 15 minutes of the show
I know.
left.
I'm so sorry. We will be doing demonstrations in the next hour, definitely. But I have got loads prepped. I just wanted to show you these. So this obviously was full, and you've got green on the back of that one. That's greens. A nice one with your peppermint lollies, which are quite. I've not seen any of those for ages. Mistletoe. That's a nice one. Yeah, again, you're talking about your into 4.
Exactly.
Absolutely works, doesn't it? And obviously, you've got 2 of those and a bright red on the back of that. Oh, there's that where that one is.
Oh, the sleigh.
There's your sleigh. You've got borders here. So again, you could cut these up, and again, you'd have your 4 cards quite easily. This I would use as a long one, and then I'd have 2 6x6s out of that area there.
That works.
And then you've got your little gnome in a little scene with your bright red on the back. You've got your presents, and that works really well on a tag too. So I've got one of those prepped somewhere. This has got more of a pale salmon background to it rather than white, and you've got the green on the back. So that, I think, is the 4th and final one to show you.
Amazing. What value for money. Honestly, £9.99 each, £3 saving on each if you're going for the complete. £3 per book is carried over. £5 per die on the dies in the one-day special. The tag dies included in there. £11 on top of that. You will save, we've got the regular dies. We've got, what else? We've got the tag books, of course. And we've got those paper pads all included in the big collection. All in all, just in case you've only just joined us, I will repeat it. If you're a non-Freedom member, it was just, I think, just over £93 worth of savings. But as a Freedom member, if you carry all those savings over, it's over £100 worth of savings. The fact that you've got Flexi makes it a lot easier. We'll just flip that around again so you can see what those Flexi buy payments are, because today all you need to do is pay £59 and 3 pence. 258996 is the item number. Let's give you a reminder of the other items that you are getting. There's 4 Slimline paper pads, and they're all different. You've got the gradients of colour there as well. How many sheets we've got in each of these? 36 in each of these, so that's another 72, 144 is that? Have I done that right? 144 sheets of paper. Have I done that right? Yes! My brain still works at the end of the day. Thank goodness. Yeah, absolutely amazing. And you've got some beautiful colours within there. You've got pastels, you've got brighter colours. I can see straight away, looking at the front covers there, they're going to correspond with the colours in the blocks as well. Over 10% of the entire collection, the big collection, has gone. We're very busy on the individuals as well. I don't know what's going to happen throughout the hours, but yeah, it's a very, very popular one-day special. It absolutely keeps on giving this one. 258,996, remember, for that large collection there. Let's get back to Julia, though. We might just have time for one or two little demos. I hope so.
Let's do a proper demo. Okay, so we're using this die here from the one-day special, and I've made myself an actual shaped card blank. Now, to do this, I've folded a piece of A4 card down the long length in half. Okay, so it becomes a tall slim. Then I've taken the outside die and I've positioned it over the fold like that. So the die sits outside of it. Just
within,
outside.
Yeah,
just outside. So then the cutting edge at the top leaves it joined. So there's my shaped card.
Perfect.
But obviously it's not perfect. So what I've done is
but anybody looking at that, Julia, wouldn't even look and think, oh, you've lost a little bit of the design there.
No, but what you do is you cut it again.
Yeah.
And so then we'll stick that on the front.
Ah, so that brings it completely back. And you've still got the stitched edge.
Yes. Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes. So we will decorate the front first. We're going to decorate the inside as well.
Okay.
So using the next size down from the Cozy Christmas. We're only using the Cozy Christmas for this one, I believe. Yes, I think we are. I don't know anymore. Anyway, so we're using this green here. It's that. Yes, it is that one. Definitely is that one. So we put the next size down out of that, and we're going to layer that on top.
Lovely.
So let's get that stuck so we'll actually finish something. Now, you don't have to use the next size down. If you want to have a bigger border, you can use the next one down. You don't have to do it quite like this. We're just going to stick that down.
Is that Mr. Martin's glue?
It is Mr. Martin's glue.
We're together with Mr. Martin, aren't we, Sue?
We are. Yes.
Got a fun day coming up.
Mr. Martin's having his big open day in Sheffield, in his Sheffield store. And Catherine and I are demonstrating on the Saturday, and then Kay and Lou are demonstrating on the Sunday. And I think Mr. M's just going to walk around looking important.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. So then taking that same paper, see, it's the same one, then I've cut the next size die like that.
I love those greens.
So they go together really well,
They
really
do,
perfectly. What you could do is actually cut this paper out of the decorative die and simply pop it on there like that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Right?
That is a great stencil if you cut that with card. Use it as a stencil.
Yeah, missed through it.
Yeah.
You missed through it, yeah. So I have cut it out of card actually. So you could pop it on like that. But what I want to do is I've taken this die here and I've cut the patterned paper and I'm going to pop it on there like that.
Okay.
And then what you have to do in order to cut this out of white card, you need to cut these two together. Okay? Because if you just cut that one, it'll cut into the card. Okay. So you want to make yourself a big background, you can cut it multiple times.
That would look lovely on the side of a box, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you cut into it.
Yeah.
Or on the lid.
Think of everything. I do like it when dies have separate bits and pieces.
Yeah, so do I.
So, I mean, obviously I could just put it on there like that, which would be lovely.
That's got a lot of snippability as well, Julia.
A lot of snippability and a lot of paper piecing as well, if you've got the patience. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually mat it onto that pattern paper so the pattern paper will show through. So I'm going to stick this. So if there's any numbers you need to do while I'm sticking this.
Okay. Well, we'll do the one-day special again, just a reminder, because not everybody, of course, as much as we're offering you fantastic savings, there are smaller bundles as well. So the one-day special itself, let's have a look at the nested tag die collection. You've got florals and tags together here, 38 individual dies in total. So as Julia's just explained there, the inners, the outers, so you can cut into the card, you can cut out of the card, you can create your frames. You've got those different edges there. You've got that journal page with the reinforcements. You've got words in there. All in all, that one certainly does have an awful lot to give, doesn't it? It's a nice mix as well of different styles, I think. £11 saving, 2 payments of £22.48 if you're going to take advantage of Flexi, 976057. And below that, we've also got, of course, the classic tags for you. There they are, those 4 different shapes. 610961 is the item number for this one. 64 dies in total. And you've got every size you would want there, I think, from the small up to that very large size. And you've got the inner and outer again of each of those tags and the reinforcements. Very pretty. And they will correspond with the blocks, of course, if you are going for the blocks, either as individuals or, of course, as part of the big collection. Lots to think about, isn't there?
There is.
Let's get back to Julia, though. If you're still sitting on the fence, we'll watch a bit more of Julia.
Watch my demonstration. Don't watch me, just watch my demonstration. My tongue might be out.
That is lovely. Well, do you know, there's days I come into the studio and we've got Christmas, and I didn't feel it straight away because we do start quite early for Christmas.
Yeah.
But more recently, I've started feeling a little bit more festive, and during this hour, it's like I'm looking at these paper pads in particular and thinking I absolutely adore the colour palette. I love the dies and the shapes. You've got the ornate elements in there. You've got the plainer elements, but just the fun that you've got of putting things together. And if you can afford to go for that big collection, I mean, just imagine getting this home and everything's around you and you can just grab, you've got different styles for different ages.
Yes.
You know, you've got different colours in there. You really don't need more.
This is going to do you for this Christmas and next, and probably the one after.
Yeah.
There's so much in it.
And it's cards and gifts as well, because
Yes.
of course you'll make your cards, you'll make maybe those little albums, those little keepsakes, maybe some bunting, some Christmas decorations. It's all there for you.
Yeah. So this is the pattern one I showed you, and I'm going to use this one on the inside because it's nice to have the inside nice and decorated. So we're going to just put this front onto my card now. So remember, it's going to fit.
Yeah.
We're just going to have that stitched edge just over the top, so that it looks
doing that,
properly.
isn't it? Although you don't lose a lot, it is because you've got that stitched edge, so it makes it look complete.
I wouldn't be able to cope with it if it didn't have a stitched edge where it was supposed to have it. I just couldn't cope. It has to be there. There we go. Okay, so that's my card front. Then here, now I forgot to bring all my foam pads, but it's fine. We're going to just put them flat. So we're going to have a sleigh here from the die cut block.
Lovely.
Again, this is from A Cozy Christmas. Definitely wants to get going, this sleigh does, with his presents. In fact, we're going to just, oh, for heaven's sake. What am I like? At least I only said that. Right, so this is going to just slot in there.
Oh, nice.
Just because it can. Merry Xmas. And then we're going to have a couple of gnomes. I've got 3 gnomes here. I don't need 3 gnomes. We're only going to have 2. So that one's a bit tall, so we keep that one. And we're going to have Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, yeah,
there,
that's nice. I like the balance of the red of the heart.
Yes.
Of that gnome with the Merry Christmas
It
tag.
is nice to have a bit of red in there,
Yeah.
rather than having it all green. So
And you could add to these, couldn't you? You could put a bit of felt or wool or something and make the hair stand out as well.
You could have some glitter as well if you wanted to. Don't forget, you know, you can add some of the snow effect that Lou had on her show earlier on. You could add some of that. That would work.
You could hang little stars or something from the end of the hearts.
You definitely
little dangly
could.
stars.
He wants to hold her hand, but she's not having any of it. Cake's more important. So that's the front. And then on the inside, we're going to just add the truck.
Oh,
It can
somebody
be
realised they've
random.
left a present on top of the truck there. Let's hope it doesn't drive too fast, Julia.
Once, when I drove off with my camera on my...
You didn't?
I did.
Did you?
I did. I was coming back from the safari park when the kids were really little.
No.
And I saw this in my rearview mirror. I saw this thing crash onto the ground. I thought, what on earth is that? And then it suddenly tumbled as to what it was. And of course, it was smashed to pieces.
Oh, so is that all your memories gone from the day as well?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just a Julia thing to do. So we just got the points just a little bit. You know, you could add yourself a message. You've got plenty of time, room to add yourself a banner if you want to.
That is lovely.
But there we go. There's our shaped card.
Oh, I do like that. Again, the colour palette I absolutely adore. And you've used very, very little.
Very little.
The paper pad there, of your card, everything from that complete collection has been included here. If you're going for the individuals, all got savings, but every one of those savings carried over with much more on top. Freedom members, your price is there on the screen. You are saving, if you count everything up, including the extra £49.68, it's over £100 worth of savings. You are going to get everything that's going to suit all occasions, all ages, I should say, because you've got the contemporary, you've got the traditional, you've got everything that falls in between. You've got those dies that are certainly going to suit all occasions, because it's not just about Christmas. The tag blocks, again, they're going to last all year through. You've got those traditional die sets as well. The ornate shapes are in there. And although you can't see them there, but we will show you a picture again, you do get 4 of the Slimline paper pads as well. They've got gradients of colour and they're all different. You can see them in the top of the picture there. 3 payments of £59.03. The whole lot will be wigging its way to you from, I'll just give you a reminder of the date, from the 20th of October, so not long to wait at all, plenty of time for Christmas, and much far beyond that as well, of course, with those tags. All those dies are going to last forever, aren't they? 258996 is the item number that you need. We have been very busy. Oh, I like this sample because you can see the journal dies use at their best, can't you? And I love that torn edge, the fact that you've got the, as though it's been torn out of the paper pad there with the holes.
The die does all the work for you. If you're a little bit scared of tearing, the die does that for you. And that's one of Lizzie's. I think that's the die we've just used. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful, and that die will work either way up. It looks beautiful horizontally, but it will look just as nice if you have that vertically. I've got to say, out of the winter book, or one of the winter books, we can see the little deer there, the little fawn. I think probably that is my favourite one as well. I just adore the colours in there with the blues. That deer is so sweet. That is actually Winter Wonderland, that one, if you do like that particular option, if you're going for the individuals. But all 4 of those die blocks are included in the full collection. There's nothing to stop you, and lots of people do this with Heartfelt, and it's the same here as well. If you're going for the big collection and you've got a favourite of those blocks, something you definitely don't want to run out of, then you can go for an extra one, only £9.99 individually, and that will split 3 ways if you're going for the collection and you're using the flexi buy. So that's only another £3.33 that you would pay. Yeah. It's given us so much to think about. It really has got me in the mood for Christmas there, Julia.
It's lovely, isn't it? I was so chuffed when I got these.
I bet you were. What have you got planned for 8 o'clock?
Well, we won't spend ages going through them. We will actually work with some of the tag books, and I've got proper cards made with the tag dies as well. I've got loads I can show you at 8 o'clock.
Oh, well, I would say check those baskets out. Make sure you've secured everything that you want. Don't forget, you will get your free gift as well. It'll be either one of these. It's a lucky dip, but they're worth £12.99. Let's just have a little look at these. There might be some more designs, we don't know, but you're going to get something that's worth £12.99 that's well worth having, actually, because great sellers previously from Studio Light. Just take it easy for the next hour. Check those baskets out now, grab it, secure it. Julia, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.